Hey everybody, happy Monday. We're Spoiler Kings finally going live, talking about some cool stuff. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Brandman Brandon. Tank hopefully will be here soon. But man, how's your weekend been, man?
It was laid back, which I needed. Um, I just hung out, didn't really do a whole lot. Stayed in, cleaned, which I really needed to do. Um, yeah, hung out on Saturday. Friday got up early, hammered some adulting out, and went and saw a very bad movie. But I'm sure we will talk about that shortly.
Oh man, I told you not to do it. I was like, look, it's better to not even see it. Don't worry
It
about
was
the review.
it was for the good of the channel, man. I had to take one for the team.
Oh man, it was. I mean, when I watched it the first time, I was like, "Why am I watching this? Why is
Mhm.
things this bad? Who thought this was a good idea?" And
Yeah.
that was my thought the first time anyway. But now I really feel that way. So yeah, it is what it is.
Yep.
They made the movie. I can't be mad at them. So whatever.
Mhm.
Man, we got B in the building. Say what up? Say
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sitting here watching someone Mary Berry. See, I might be in and out tonight.
Mhm.
I understand.
I haven't seen that one. I've heard about it though.
I've seen parts of it,
Mhm.
and it's one of those things that if you can definitely binge.
Mhm.
But I've been telling you I've been binging. What's it? I'm going to watch Root Root 2 of the original coupling. My girl hasn't. Oh, the Root 2 of the original coupling. My girl hasn't seen it though. So okay, I got you. I got you, B.
Very
Makes
cool.
sense. I been trying to catch up on From, and I told you I caught up all the episodes in like 6 days. I've been watching it like nonstop. I forgot how much I loved From. Um, it's so special to me right now, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad that I'm able to watch it. I'm glad that everything's happening. But
Mhm.
man, I wish more people would see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get on that one. Make time. Start
You'd be
watching that.
surprised. Like I'm watching it, I'm like, wow, look at this is crazy.
I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah, it's great. It really is.
yeah.
Um, so I caught up on From this weekend. Of course, watched Penguin. Um, you ain't gotta
No,
wait for my analysis, but I'm enjoying it.
it's so good.
Just enjoying the ride overall. I mean,
Mhm.
it's a ride of just having fun and no
Yep.
good storytelling. I'm
Mhm.
sure they didn't spend a whole lot of money on it because they know how to tell a freaking story.
Right. You know, that's uh, like I've said in the past. I love when I feel invested in a show and the characters, and it's really doing that quite well.
Agreed,
Um,
100%.
you know,
No, I
it's
agree.
mm,
Um, so Penguin, the first 15 minutes is way better than the movie. The Batman.
not. I will. I will not tolerate any of the Batman slander.
We got Profess in the building. How you doing, Profess?
Profess, what's up? Mm,
Man, I think that the thing is, so the storytelling is good in a way that like how what Marvel's doing differently now.
mhm.
They're talking about spending less money on the TV shows and more money on the writing aspect of it.
As they should at this
Um,
point.
just kind of like what we're seeing right now. With Agatha. Agatha is one of the least expensive shows they've ever made. Um, so the least money that the Marvel's spent on a show was Echo.
Mhm,
Echo was somewhere around 60, no, $40 million. About $40 million.
mhm.
This is by far the cheapest show that they've had because they have a lot more practical effects. They don't have a lot of special effects. So because of that, it's a little bit different. It's changing what's going on. And I'm digging it. I mean, if you have good writing, the story makes sense. It doesn't matter how much you use in the background, the story has to make sense. You have to have good writers that understand the concept.
Yep,
You
that
know,
always has to come first. It can't always just be spectacle or effects or CG. So the fact that they're putting that first is very, very satisfying to me.
plot building. How about you tell a story the right way? Talk
Exactly.
about things, build the plot up, build up the characters, build up intrigue.
Mhm.
It's like that's the way to do a show, TV show. Like we have 80 years of TV shows, of 60, 75 years of sitcoms, and it's like
Mhm.
people forgot how to do a sitcom when it comes to all the Marvel stuff, and it sounds like they're trying to go back to that.
Yep. Exactly. I think they kind of got a little too high on their own supply briefly, and we're kind of just like cranking out what we've talked about in the past. All like the slew of shows, and it was more quantity over quality, unfortunately.
Mhm. So we got that going on. Then they kind of talked about we got Doctor Strange 3.
Yep.
So we know Doctor Strange 3, they've been talking about this for a long time.
Yep.
You knew that was going to come out. It's one of those slates that probably was going to be at the end of 2026. It's
Mhm.
only made sense of the way the story was going. And it looks like they have a director. Your boy.
I heard Sam
Yeah.
Raimi is apparently in final negotiations, or is it confirmed yet?
No, it's not confirmed. It's just said that they've pretty much got him locked down. It's pretty
I'm
much done.
I'm good with that. I really liked Scott Derrickson doing the first movie, and
Mhm.
really I would have been all good with him continuing, just because. Hang on.
I think that he did. I think he had a good combination at the beginning. Scott Derrickson knew what he was doing, and I thought that it was actually a really good, really trippy movie at the beginning. But if they're gonna go towards horror, when that's what it seems like they're doing, who better than to have Sam Raimi doing it? I think that's probably the smartest way to go about it, personally. Um, yeah, so Sam Raimi is going to be the director of the Doctor Strange 3. Looks like it's going to take the November slot in 2026, which is cool. I mean, but all the stuff that we're hearing about Wanda coming back, so we'll have Vision Quest. Wanda will come in there. She's probably going to have get her own movie. Elizabeth Olsen will have her own movie, and then we'll have Benedict Cumberbatch getting his third development from Doctor Strange. So I mean, I think those are the good things, and this is a time to wrap some of these storylines up before the end of the Secret Wars. Because when you get to Secret Wars, you know what's going to happen. It's all going to change. Everything's going to be that way. Because they're going to have this soft reboots happening. We see what's happening. So he says, I hate Robert Pattinson. Of course, Professor Sad wants to know, is it because of the Twilight films? Of course, he says, yes. Just, look, but he's done a good job in a lot of other movies. I will say, a lot of people are confused about Tenet. I think Tenet is excellent. I think he does probably the best job. Everybody in Tenet. So I'm all about that. And then we have what we got in the Batman. I thought he did a good job of the Batman. And now the Batman is not necessarily the best thing ever, but it's pretty good. I feel like the story was good. I just think it should have ended a long time before it did. But if you don't believe that the Batman was good, watch the Penguin. Look at the storylines and how they're continuing from the Batman and how every little storyline affects someone else. I mean, this is a Gotham City. So, you have to forget or not remember that you had people in the ghetto that, lost their families, lost their houses, lost everything they knew. You know, that was huge. So if you didn't have that, we wouldn't have got anything from for the Penguin. I mean, the Batman's done a great job with a lot of things. So saying Anzo said, "What's up?" So I'm going to be on with Anzo tomorrow. We're going to be talking about From episode 3, which the end of episode 3 is freaking nuts. I'm not going to talk about it here because I want you guys to make sure you watch it. But episode 3 is nuts. Season 3, episode 3, I was like, what the hell? And then by the time we got to the end, I was like, what? Not again. Oh, it's so good. And they're giving us answers finally. So, you know, that was the problem with Lost. Too much of it was just question, no answer. Question, no answer. From's actually starting to give you answers. But as soon as you have an answer, you're getting more questions.
Mhm.
So I mean, they're doing a good job putting it together, and I don't know, I'm really I'm interested because, you know, once again, I'm a Supernatural fan, right? This falls right in line with Supernatural. Good
I
storytelling,
love Supernatural.
monster of the week, things like that. That's what it is.
Mhm.
You probably got to change your microphone.
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like it's coming from your camera though.
Oh, which I hate. Hang on one second. Change the settings real quick. Yeah, I just got randomly kicked out.
No.
Hang on.
Whoa, shots fired.
We're gonna try this again.
Anzo says the Penguin sucks.
Any difference there?
Nope. So Anzo says the Penguin sucks. I don't think the Penguin sucks. I think the Penguin is very good storytelling. I think what they did this past episode was very
there.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you're good now.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Anyway, yeah, sorry about that. But I want to complete my my
Sam
thoughts
Raimi's
about
thoughts?
Doctor. Yeah, but I'm good with Sam Raimi. You know, he's one of the godfathers of the comic film genre. He helped make it what it is, so I will always be game for him coming back. I was down with him coming back for Doctor Strange. Anyway, I know the verdict on Multiverse of Madness was kind of mixed, but I liked a lot of what he did with it.
Yeah, I think that everyone's wrong. Anyone who thinks that Multiverse of Madness was not good, I think you're wrong.
I loved it.
I think that, you know, we were anticipating this epic film, and they couldn't deliver everything we wanted, but it was still a very good movie.
Yeah. And I liked that. I liked how much it felt influenced by its director. If you're familiar with Sam Raimi, I think one of the things with a lot of the MCU movies, a good chunk of them don't really have their own directorial voice. I think, you know, and that's coming from someone who absolutely loves the MCU. So to see a film that was so influenced by its director was I think we kind of needed that.
Well, I don't know. I think the thing was that you're able to get the voice of Sam Raimi with him playing in the same sandbox.
Yeah.
The problem with a lot of directors is they don't want to have any constraints on them. You know, but if you don't put constraints on them, the next thing you know, you get Love and Thunder.
You get Love and Thunder.
You get Taika going full Taika. You can't do that. You have to be. You want you to have that flavor of the director, along with having some influence of what the storyline should be. You know, so you're not just going flying off the handle and doing stupid stuff. At least you have a good storyline that makes sense.
Yep,
that's what I'd rather have.
Yeah, and I think Multiverse of Madness. You know, I rank it alongside the first one, which is a movie that I really liked.
I love the first one, so I don't know if I put it that high. But
yeah, I absolutely loved the first one. Especially seeing it in you know, I saw that when I was overseas too. I saw it in one of the 4D theaters out in Korea, which was a lot of fun, by the way.
Okay.
I loved how trippy it was.
Exactly.
I
couldn't imagine being on drugs watching that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never done drugs in my life, but I'm pretty sure that movie is what LSD feels like, the first one. So I hope if Raimi does come back for the third one, which is by the looks of it, he will. I hope he incorporates, obviously his style and kind of borrows a little bit from kind of some of the trippy psychedelic tendencies that Scott Derrickson went
Mhm.
with in the first one. I think he could really benefit from that while still letting it be very much a Raimi film.
Well, I think I wanted a horror base thing, but also has to be multiversal. So
Oh yeah.
you're going to have to be able to play with different type of toys. Can you do all three of them at the same time? I think
Mhm.
he can. He's strong enough to do it.
Yeah, and he's passionate about his craft. So I'll always I think I don't think there's a Sam Raimi movie that I haven't appreciated on some capacity, like on some level. You know, um, I love the dude. He essentially makes like big budget B movies. That's just his style. And even kind of incorporating kind of like some of the hokey, kind of cheesy, over the top tendencies that he did play with that in Multiverse of Madness, which I love. Like case in point, like the Bruce Campbell cameo,
Yeah.
or the scene where America Chavez and Christine like see the Doctor Strange shadow like running against the wall. That felt very Raimi.
Well, I think the
Um,
whole thing did. I mean, because it was very dark still. Still
yeah,
very horror film ish.
hmm absolutely. So
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, I'd be all for him coming back.
I think it was a no brainer. I think they made almost $1 billion on a
hmm
Doctor Strange movie. In the middle of COVID, I thought that you're definitely going to bring him back for those things.
Yep.
Also,
hmm
Alonso says people hate on what they did with the Illuminati, which I kind of get.
hmm
Um, but they gave us a lot of the things that we want taste of. We really wanted, you know, want to see Mr. Fantastic. So, we got that.
Yeah, John Krasinski playing
It was great.
Patrick Stewart in the iconic hovering wheelchair was cool. Um, they even incorporated a little bit of the Danny Elfman incorporated the instrumental theme song in there when he first showed up, which was really cool. Um, I thought I get it with with the Illuminati. There were a couple like things that maybe could have been improved on here and there. I would have wanted to see more multiverse.
Mhm.
Um, I I think rather than just the one or two places they went, they could have leaned more into that.
I mean, there were some things that were problems. I thought that they
Yeah.
just threw America Chavez in there. She
hmm
was not developed at all. We have no idea. I didn't care about her in the movie staying, I didn't
Yeah.
really care what she was doing. So I
hmm
mean, I'm not gonna say this is a perfect film, but I thought that it was a good film that people are hating on because they thought it was gonna be everything. They're gonna have, Iron Man, you're gonna have Tom Cruise's Iron Man in
Tom
there.
Cruise.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
all these crazy things that we were all coming up with, Mephisto and all that, because House of M is an epic um comic book line like that you're doing
hmm
storybook line. So you thought you could have all these crazy things happening, and our imaginations got carried away,
Yep.
and now we're like, oh, that didn't happen, and not just
Yeah.
appreciating for what it was.
Yeah, I think we assumed that a lot of our that a lot of our fandom speculations would come to fruition.
I mean, they
And
they filmed a lot of it, they just didn't bring it in.
yeah.
Yeah, have you seen T? He says, "Hey, gents." Said, "Hey, on a good film." We talking about Joker too?
Huh. Oh, wait.
T. T. Man, I just I can't wait to talk about this. I'm trying to wait until Tank gets in,
Mhm.
but good film. Ugh. Dude, it was, oh my God. I was at a point when I was like sitting there. I was like, why am I freaking watching this? What's wrong with me? I started looking at myself like, yeah, there's something wrong with me still watching this movie.
Should have just went to see Transformers 1 again.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you've been the only person because apparently no one else wants to go see it or give it the opportunity.
Which is too bad.
I mean, did anyone see the box office this week? This past weekend?
For Transformers 1, I did not.
Yeah. Joker Folia Do got 37.7 domestically. The Wild Robot got 18.9 million domestically. And that was special. That's a special movie. Beetlejuice still got 10 million. And Transformers 1 got 5.4 million.
That's just way too bad.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell people. It's good. Go see it. I don't know what else you guys want. Oh, God. T says, I swear there are 3 points to that movie. I want to just walk out and Joker. Yeah. I mean, even he said, well, you used the line. He was like, stop the damn singing.
People were getting up and leaving in my showing of it.
I don't blame him. I don't. Where is it at? Joker 2 is already at. Well, it's not anywhere near what I thought it was going to be. So Transformers 1 is at 97 million. Wild Robot is at 100 million. And Joker is at 114 million. Once again, we got 77 million from foreign. So across everywhere else, they still got 77 million. So after all we just talked about how bad this movie is, Joker 2 made over $114 million.
Ooh.
Opening week is still $114.6 million. Crazy. But it's all international. See. He says, that's unfortunate. My kids don't want to see Wild Robot or Transformers. Dude, Wild Robot, I literally cried twice. I was like, man. My kids like, you crying, Dad? I was like, no, man. Good.
No, I'm okay.
Daddy, be right back. That's what's happening. And Transformers 1 was just so good because it looked so kiddie. But it was anything but. It was so entertaining. Best Transformer story that I've seen. But unfortunately, some people just don't like cartoons.
Yeah. And it's too bad because the CG animation really, to me, kind of worked to the movie's advantage. I think that it kind of suits Transformers a little more, I think.
It's easier to give them personality when you do animation.
Yep. And I think it was kind of handled with handled with people who have like a little more passion and respect for Transformers. I'd love it if they made more than one of them. It's kind of looking like, unfortunately, this may be a one-off, though. Which I mean,
Transformers 1, it says $97 million, so it's going to make 120 because of the $97 million. 47 is domestic, and about 49.8 is international.
Yep.
So you're going to, they're getting some of a following. So I'm hoping that a big international number can help this movie. I don't know what the budget was, but if it wasn't great, then we might be okay.
Yep.
I'm hoping.
I hope so too.
It's worth it. Imagine if we didn't get another John Wick after the first one that didn't have a whole lot of box office success,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden it blew up. So Anzo says, "I wasn't paying to see that crap."
Mhm.
And we got Drew in the building. Hey everyone,
Drew.
what's up? What's up, Drew?
What is going on, Drew? Always a pleasure, buddy. How's everything doing?
Yo, I just loved it. I still love your picture. You know,
Mhm.
Logan's just so good. T says, I finally did see The Substance. T, I was gonna say, what do you think?
Mhm.
So that was an experience. Boy, oh boy, was it.
I can't remember if I told you, Brian, or if I mentioned it last time, but I told my dad all about The Substance, and now he wants to see it. And I told him don't watch it with mom.
I'll say, tell him make sure he watches that not with any other female.
Yeah. Don't watch it with mom, and don't eat anything before or during it.
You can eat it right before. Just stop eating 15 minutes before the third act.
Mhm.
No, even really. I mean, from the beginning, no, really, because I mean, they're stitching up her back
Mhm.
and seeing all that stuff. Yeah, that's pretty bad too.
Even that thing at the beginning with like Dennis Quaid just eating sloppily those shrimp was just gross. Just ugh.
How much do you think The Substance made in the theater?
At this point in time, couple weeks in. Good question. I don't know. Because it's only is it only a US release right now?
I believe it was only a U.S. release. Because it's only a domestic box office.
Mhm.
No, it has international. It does have international.
Okay.
So worldwide, where do you think The Substance ended?
That's a good question.
I said like 150.
Yeah.
150 million.
I was gonna say potentially less, maybe like 100,
Yeah,
120.
It didn't do
Whoa.
well.
Okay, so The Substance made $9.7 million domestically
Mhm.
and $7.1 million internationally for a whopping $16.8 million
Really?
total
Really?
worldwide. $16.8 million.
I kind of believe it to be. Well, no, I don't even kind of believe it. I definitely do believe that. It's you know, independent movie
Yeah, I don't think it was enough
under the
movie
radar.
theaters to be able to
Yeah.
do
No.
anything big.
Yeah, I don't think it had that big a release.
The budget was only 15 mil.
Yep.
So
It was 15 million euros.
oh,
Which
what
is
is
about-
it?
yeah. So it's about $22 million the budget.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I'm looking at, I don't know what this Blue Beam is. They're saying the film box office success grossing 98.4 million against a budget of 15 mil.
Yeah, so that's, if you're talking about just the release right now, it is literally domestically it's 9.7 and international 7.1. At domestic
that's not
opening, because it's Mumbai, right? You gotta make sure you watch the right Substance too, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, you gotta do 2024 something.
Yeah, 2024.
Oh, yeah, this one's the wrong one.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm looking at the 24 something American British producer, directed by that's it. So the budget was 17.5 million.
so it's $15 million in euros.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's still close. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, it's made 16.8 worldwide so far. Yeah, it's probably gonna make $20 million.
Mhm. Yeah.
I can
And
see
then-
it doing really well at home. Like
Yeah, exactly what T was saying.
oh,
yeah. T just now said that, and because it's going to be on streaming in about 3 weeks at the very end of the month,
Yep.
Mhm.
29th, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, people really they're going to watch him like, oh, have you seen this movie?
Mhm.
One of those movies that you see from from Netflix. And
Yeah.
like, I can't believe this didn't do well in the movie theater.
Mhm.
You know?
I'm telling you, it's going to go down as it's going to go down as a body horror classic. Give it like 10, 15 years.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it takes that long.
Yeah.
Nah, it's gonna be it's already kind of turning into like an instant kind of classic almost for that genre, you know, because like one we haven't got a solid one in a while.
Yeah,
but then
it's like
it's also with a message though, you know what I mean? Like it had this like social commentary with it.
Just Quake eating was the biggest horror in the movie.
Oh man, let me tell you.
I don't know, man. That I'm saying that stitching in the back and then kept on going into the sword, the same spot, and pulling that liquid out. That was a lot. That was a lot.
The Dennis Quaid scene though was like it's so good on so many levels because like it's like him doing the nasty, like just eating and just being super sloppy with it, but telling Demi Moore of all people, like, you got to be hotter. Like men like hot women, like, and he's all greased up and fucking shrimp, like guts everywhere.
Yeah,
just it's such a
and
good
then the Harvey. I mean,
yeah,
it's just such a
being
good name.
Harvey. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harvey, I just found out that Harvey Weinstein doesn't own Dogma anymore.
I think I skimmed past something about that.
I think it was earlier this year, like the beginning of this year. They were in another company was in talks to get it from him, and they finally got it from him. And the first thing they did was reached out to Kevin Smith. They're like, "Hey, guess what we got?" So they're talking because in November it'll be like the how many 20 years?
It has to be 20 years. It has to at least be 20 years.
Yeah. So it's going to be the 25th. No, I think it's the 25th anniversary of Dogma. So they reached out to Kevin Smith. They're like, "Hey, do you want to do a tour and promote it and re-release it in theaters and stuff?" So supposedly it's going to be like a small. Oh, I would love to go see Dogma in theaters. You know, but I'm like, fine, I can own it like on Blu-ray, because it's so impossible to find it on Blu-ray. So, you know, but now he's talking like sequels, and you know, he wants to do other stuff with it.
No freaking sequel to Dogma.
No, Dogma does not need a sequel.
But he's been touting that he wants to do a sequel for Dogma for like years and years at this point. It just he was never gonna touch it as long as Harvey Weinstein owned it. So finally he don't own it anymore. So, you know,
I mean, of course he's going to talk about it because he's it's his probably most profitable movie. That's probably why.
Yeah. I don't know how much he got from it though.
I would hope he does not make a sequel though. Like some things, you know, some things are just better as one-offs.
After Clerks 3, come on, please no, Kevin, no, just stop.
Clerks 2 was good. Clerks 3
was awful. Clerks 2 was funny.
Clerks 2 was not bad.
But it wasn't like you're taking a epic movie and then saying, okay, I'm putting another movie after it.
Yeah,
it's not a sequel that no one needs.
Yeah, I mean the Jay and Silent Bob sequel was
the Strike Back? Strikes Back.
Was it a reboot or something like that? I forgot what reboot.
Yeah, the one from a couple years ago was just called
Jay and
Silent Bob Reboot.
Yeah, like that wasn't too bad. That
one was okay. Yeah,
but that's not a epic. I mean, Dogma to me is epic. I will say this though.
I can agree with that.
How much do you think John Wick made domestically?
Oh, that first one? Not a lot, man. Like not a lot.
Where do you think it stopped?
70, maybe.
What about you, B?
Million?
Probably about the same. 70.
$43 million.
Wow.
And that's what I'm saying. Like some movies don't have this huge box office following, but you understand when you see it, you know this is gold.
Well, I mean, but what did number 2 do? Because I think so many people saw number 1 at home and they're like, "What is this?" So when number 2 came out, I feel like a lot of people went to see. It probably didn't do still like great, but I would assume that would have to hit like 150, 200 like for number
Domestically?
2. No, in worldwide.
Or what? 174.
174, yeah.
Domestically, $92 million.
That's solid for number 2.
I saw John Wick 1 in the movie theaters.
I wish I did, man.
And I remember it because it was just me and my wife in the entire theater.
Yeah.
It was, and like we were like, whatever, we'll see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching it, and she had said something to me. I said, "Shh, I'm watching greatness." And she said, "You're such a nerd."
I did not see the first one in the theater. All the ones after that, I did see. In the theater.
So John Wick on video on demand changed the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So since we're doing this, how much do you think John Wick 3 made?
So worldwide or domestic?
Do domestic.
Domestic. Number 1 made 90 something.
I know. So number 2 made 90 something.
Number 2 made 90 something.
Yeah. So it went from 45 to 90.
I would probably go
150.
Yeah, 140, maybe right around there.
171.
Wow.
It's literally almost doubling. Every
Double.
single time they did one, they doubled what was going domestically. That's
number 4 did really well.
Mm-hmm.
So worldwide it was 328 million.
Wow. That's
and it was funny because like the budgets for these movies, the third one had the highest budget, and that was 70 million.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
So I mean, that just for a movie that only cost you that much money, that's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll still kind of wonder what the plan for John Wick 5 was, because if you remember, pre-COVID, they were going to film chapter 4 and 5 back to back. 4 and 5 were confirmed, and then after COVID, when they finally started shooting, they chopped it down and just decided to do the 4th.
I mean, would they have just stretched out number 4 into 2 movies? That's what I feel like. You know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they could have, if you really, really wanted to, you could have stretched out 4 into 2 movies and had like the end of like number 5 be the big fight scene and death scene.
I think if they knew what they had, they wouldn't have killed him off.
There, he's coming back. They're doing number 5.
I mean,
I'm sure are
they going to get like a Logan type of thing? Like you see the ground vibrate. It's like he's not actually dead. He just comes back.
Deadpool goes in that universe, just brings him back.
We got Sheed in the building. What's up, fellas?
Yo.
We're just talking about all these things that we've been watching. I was talking about From earlier because I finally caught all the way up to episode 3 of season 3, which is amazing. We're talking about how bad Joker 2 is going to be, and we're going to do this review soon. Yeah. And I haven't even talked about how much I enjoyed the Penguin.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then we talked about Sam Raimi coming back and do Doctor Strange 3. So that's pretty much a done deal. That's definitely.
I was going to say, is that confirmed? Because I wasn't sure if that's confirmed.
No, so the insiders are saying that it's. The whole deal is sitting there and hammered out. They're just trying to figure out the timeline exactly because they wanted to come out end of 2026. So, but he already agreed to do another movie. So, are they going to shelve that other movie? Is he going to push that back and do Doctor Strange first? I think he does.
Yeah. Is the other movie also a Disney-owned one? No, it can't be. It's got to be a small budget or something.
It might be. I'm not sure.
I mean,
I know what it is. I've heard of it, but I wasn't sure. And I was like, I don't know who does this.
Yeah. Hopefully I didn't ruin it. I said Destiny. I didn't say who died.
He's like,
oh, actually, I kind of did.
That scene, John Wick died. So send help.
Okay, I heard of
Yeah, the horror thriller Send Help.
Yeah.
I think that it gets put back up because I believe, I think that if they want it done by him, he's going to put it up. But Rachel McAdams is in early talks to star in the film.
Yeah, I saw that.
I love Rachel McAdams.
Same.
Oh my
Same.
gosh, she was my favorite part of Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness.
I forget she was in it.
Oh, damn, I can't forget. Tony's like, Spoiler Kings are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on, Tony?
So I'm really excited for Ballerina.
Same.
I
It's
can't
really
wait to
look good.
do with it. Yeah, she looks amazing.
Yep.
You know, not as amazing as Rachel McAdams, but whatever.
Yeah, and plus, John Wick kind of ushered in, like, it was a breath of fresh air for the action genre.
Mhm.
Mostly because at that point we were getting plagued by a lot of shaky cam and stuff like that, and this time you could actually see what the heck was going on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, we also we the Expendables brought back like the old school action, but it was still very like 80s style. You know what I mean? And it was like, yeah, it was cool, it was fun. Where John Wick is like, yeah, we're gonna do that 80s style, but add in like the new kind of like fast quickness of it all, and just and then just turn it up to 11 and just go absolute bonkers with like all the kills and everything, so I appreciated that, just the insanity of all the killing and everything.
So if you like Rachel McAdams, just wait till you see Anna de Armas. No, I've seen her a lot. But honestly, just gonna be truthful, I like a little meat on my bones. That's just me. I feel like I don't want to break someone. I feel like, hey, I'm not small. She was great in the last Bond film. I agree with that.
I liked her.
Yes,
I liked her. Kind of wanted to see more of her.
That's why I think she got this ballerina role, was because of the Bond. You saw like oh,
you can definitely
pretty
do
good at action.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
am I really about to lose? I'm checking out the game. I'm checking out my dynasty. I'm losing 158.3 to 158.4 with 2 minutes left.
Oh my, that sucks. The guy I played wound up having Bowers and Chase, so that alone was like almost 70 points. So yeah, it didn't matter with my team. I was annoyed.
Hey guys, give me a second. I'm gonna get something to drink.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
He said, but Brian Ballerina will be woke with a girl boss. Yeah, we made it. All right. Mama Bear's here. We made it. I was telling you guys earlier. I told you, like, yeah, we're just doing the pre-show right now until I can get make sure that she's here. But now that she's here, I feel better. We're good to go.
What's up, Mama Bear?
It's a thick waist with a big cushion. I feel you, Brian. Oh man. I mean, she was always very thin. Don't get me wrong. But now Multiverse of Madness, it was different, man. It was just different.
I'll say that's why Brandon likes Bryce Dallas Howard.
No, Brandon he likes toothpicks, man. Sometimes I'm like, look, you wrong, bro. You just wrong. So just as I show up, Brandon leaves. He said, Anzo says, I picked up Hunt. Good pickup. I told you. Nice. Look, you want to win your league? Just listen to me. That's it. I got you. I told you what to pick up. I got you. I need him to run one more time. Oh no, I'm good now. I'm good. Game over. And playing Dak over Mahomes is a good choice. 100%. Because Mahomes, he wins. just not going to have a lot of points.
Yeah. I had who to have? I had what's his name? Was on a bye already. Man, it's already buys in week 4. I was like,
Week 5.
Week
We
5.
missed the whole week. That's why.
I know. This whole weekend has just been a wash.
You know what? If you think this is 40, that's what I should name this episode. This is 40. Oh, so T says, Mama is here. I could go to sleep now. I was here to hold down the chat until she got here. Exactly. We were all waiting for you. We're all waiting.
You know the worst way to lose is when you have the second highest score.
Oh, it happens all the time. That happens all the time.
It's the most annoying. So
you want to read this one from Tony?
Slim Thick is also great.
Amen.
Slim Thick.
If you had to pick one, Beetlejuice or Hocus Pocus, which one would you pick? It's easy for me.
Beetlejuice.
It's Beetlejuice for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people love Hocus Pocus. I like it. But I think Beetlejuice is just, I really like Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Number 1 is trumps all of them. You know, Hocus Pocus 1 and 2. You know, it's just Beetlejuice. That first one is just a classic.
It's perfect. It was so great. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Beetlejuice was a lot of fun. But I would put that on the same level as the first Hocus Pocus.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, I enjoyed number 2, Hocus Pocus 2. But that was probably the bottom of the barrel of the 4. You know, it was fun. It was fun, but it was just, It
was just okay.
Yeah. It was missing something. I can't wait to watch the Beetlejuice again.
She said, "Hey, let's do a league next year." I'm with it. I'm going to do any leagues all the time. I just don't want to be the only one having to do it all. That's why I was I do a lot already.
So next year, I'm pretty sure. You know, we'll try to get things back on. So I know Martin was busy, so that's why he, you know, a lot of his leagues didn't get started.
Martin is going to do finish up with his promotion by the end of this month. So what we're going to do a couple best ball leagues starting in week 8 and 9.
Nice.
So I'll let you guys know exactly when we do it.
Let me let me put the link for, because we have a football channel. I say we like I'm never on it anymore.
You said that. I was going to say that. Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, we have a football channel, Dynasty Pylon, and that's like all our NFL kind of stuff. So yeah, go if you want, check us out over there. Like I said, it's mostly Brian. You know, it is Brian from us.
It is actually me.
and then 2 other guys that do just the sports stuff. So, wow. But I like the best ball. I like the best ball.
So I think that'll be something for us to start off with. I'll bring everyone in. Yeah. We'll do a best ball and enjoy it that way, and then go from there.
So like I said, this year was crazy because Martin, he was doing a lot of the leagues. He had his few jobs kind of going on. He was trying to do the scouting thing, then promotion at work and school, everything. So he's been busy and he was doing a lot of the leagues. But usually you do like a guillotine league. What else did he do? He did building blocks.
No, so we're going to do an IDP league, individual defensive player. We're going to do that, but it was if we had to do it, I would have had to do all of it again. And he didn't want to put that on me, and he has to do. He was finishing up his military stuff because he's getting a promotion. So big ups to Martin doing all your big things, man.
Mm-hmm. So this year's been a little. We missed out on a few of our normal things, but I think next year we'll get back to normal with all the leagues and stuff.
See, I didn't really enjoy either of those movies. Really, you didn't like Beetlejuice? Hocus Pocus to me was just was hokey, so that wasn't my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Beetlejuice, I love Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
So,
I liked
Just in its entirety. Okay.
I liked the first 2/3 of Beetlejuice. Actually, I liked more than that. Like the last 15 minutes kind of fell flat for me
The original?
Nah, number 2, right?
of the sequel.
Oh, the sequel. Okay. Because I'm even the original. I thought the original was great compared to the Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Screw Hocus Pocus 2. I revisited that the other day. So you're telling me that the child murdering, Satan worshiping, just like, albeit fun to watch, evil witches get a they're not that all bad story arc in the
Yeah.
second movie.
Yeah.
Disney.
Yes. Screw
Yeah,
you.
Disney. Yeah.
Like what a sanitized sequel.
Yeah. Went from baby eating to to like
They're not that
bad.
bad.
They're not
It's
that
misunderstood.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
misunderstood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our the Dynasty Pylon looking. That's what we're looking for. That when we do it, jump onto that because I'll be on my Panda and Grizzly show tomorrow, and we'll do the Dynasty Pylon show on Wednesday, and then we have the Morning Spike on Sunday talking about all the football stuff. So we'll be definitely doing those things. But first I'll be on Ansel's show tomorrow.
Yeah. Also, I would say the Wednesday show, you guys, do your target everything. But usually I think it's towards the end of the show, you guys do your reaction to Gridiron Heights.
We're doing it now just whenever we see 10 people.
Yeah, nice.
We see 10 people, we're doing it right then.
Yeah. Gridiron Heights, like, it's funny, and then the way you guys break it down is like you legit break it down with like scene by scene because there's always Easter eggs in the background. Always funny stuff, so that alone is, even if you don't know football, you kind of watch them. They give the rookies like baby voices, because they're kids. It's awesome.
Said T says, I'm in the minority of people who didn't like Beetlejuice like that. Okay.
There's some people. Yeah, it's really raunchy.
Grandman, no ice cream tonight? No?
I didn't feel like it.
Said Lincoln Lawyer is back next week. I'm excited. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to balance out. So the arc just finished. So I just finished watching that. And then I binged because I was stuck on like episode 2 of season 2. I watched all season 1, all season 2, and caught up on season 3 in 6 days.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and these are hour-long episodes. I was watching it like nonstop. And I didn't realize how much I missed it. It's very supernatural. So,
yeah, it's definitely up your alley.
Said Law and Order SVU is back, so I'm happy. Honestly, I don't like Law and Order. I love Law and Order.
Okay.
Anytime I hear doom doom, I'm stopping what I'm doing, and that's why for the next hour, I'm gonna sit here and watch Law and Order, no matter what I was doing.
Yeah,
short of a Bears game, I'm probably gonna watch Law and Order.
Yeah,
nice.
Because they're all good. I mean, SVU is the best, but I enjoy them all.
SVU is hard for me to always watch.
Because of the cases.
Yeah, I'm. It's too much for me. Me,
yeah, because they're all kind of based on real things that obviously they alter or exaggerate and change and stuff. But
no, so SVU, so Special Victims is like things that you seen. Like it's hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, like, too, like there's so many famous actors that always pop up on, especially SVU. But so many, like Robin Williams, played one of the bad guys. Like
he sure did. I forgot about that.
Oh, he was amazing. You ever see Robin Williams not be funny and be serious? He's great in that episode.
Mm-hmm. Dude, we talking about Robin Williams is the best thing in What Dreams May Come.
Oh my God, yeah.
What Dreams May Come
yeah.
is one of the best movies I've ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to understand marriage, if you want to understand real love, what dreams or family, what love you have between family and son and father, son and daughter, and oh my God, what dreams may come is epic.
I'd have to revisit it.
Oh, it's
I think as a kid I watched it and I got upset by it.
Yeah, it's about a lot of death. And it's a lot of what's next, what's heaven, a lot of different questions. What's family? You know, it's how do you love someone who's going through something tough? It's a adult conversation. It really is.
Well, it's was it Dante's Inferno? I believe it's like
Dante's Inferno. Exactly.
It's basically the same thing, just with its own spin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But even the ending, oh my God, I love the ending of that movie.
Yeah.
That was a great movie with Robin Williams.
But,
we need to do a Robin Williams ranking.
What would be number one on your list?
Oh man, I would have to look at it. But definitely Aladdin is up there.
Good Will Hunting for me.
Good Will
Hunting. He did a Good Will Hunting is.
Good Will Hunting is up there.
When he talks about his wife in that one, oh man, boy.
Yeah, so many consistently good performances from him. I'm not even sure what I'd put as my number one, but the dude was versatile too.
His straight acting is just as good as his comedic acting.
Yeah, look at like we said, Good Will Hunting, Insomnia.
What's the Insomnia? What's the one?
1 hour
photo. Film like he develops film and
1 hour photo.
1 hour photo. Yeah. That one was really good.
Dead Poet Society.
Dead Poet Society.
Yeah,
another good one.
Jack is a everyone watched that when they were kids.
Yeah.
Miss Doubtfire. Miss
Doubtfire. Yeah. He's got. We definitely got to do like a tier list for Robin Williams kind of thing. Robots. I love robots. It didn't do too well, but I love robots.
Yeah, I'm looking at this stuff. This is good. Yeah, he's done so many. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna go with my number one movie being Dead Poet Society. I think Dead Poet Society is gonna be my number one.
Now I remember the one I was thinking. Yeah, Dead Poet Society is for sure.
Hook.
That's a great one.
Hook.
Hook is amazing.
Oh man, that's so good.
Death to Smoochie, I thought was a pretty good dark.
That was a really good one.
I thought he was hilarious in that.
What's the one? Is it just called Toys?
Toys, yeah.
Toys
with LL
that's a good one. Oh my!
That's another one I watched all the time as a kid. Yeah, he had a lot of
dude, that's good. He said Toys. Oh my God. I mean, Patch Adams, people. Oh my gosh.
Patch Adams, another good one. Yeah, we definitely got something like that.
Dude, that's so good.
That's the Smoochie, man. I forgot about that one. That one's a really good one.
Yeah, very good dark comedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get off track. We go back to everything because I could talk about Robin Williams all day.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the one where it's him and the other guy? Was it Birdcage or
Birdcage?
Birdcage, yeah.
Right, where they're like, oh man, that's hilarious. They were gay, right?
Yep.
And it was just he was so flamboyant though, like
Nathan Lane was super flamboyant, and Robin Williams was more masculine, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, but it was the burn. It's such a good one. That's a good one too.
Oh my God,
my man.
He gonna bring it back now.
I know.
Now we want to go see more, huh?
Right.
That's it. I'm done.
Here you go. Hold on. Rufio. Oh man,
I want that sword. I want that
That sword
just
was
like
the pan sword. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was dope. I think
Yeah.
I had a toy one when I was really little
I
because I do remember one year where I was Peter Pan for Halloween, and it was the year after Hook came out.
Yeah.
Right.
Little do we all know how much like Rufio was going to be in part of our like lives as a voice actor.
Yeah,
You know,
Zuko,
Zuko, Dante
Basco.
Basco.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just did voice for everything. He was in Goofy movie.
Mm-hmm.
We just watched that. We watched it the other day, and I'm like,
let's go.
is that? Well, he was the dude in the
He was
back.
playing Goofy movie.
Yeah, it's super quick scene. So there's the part where he's doing in the beginning doing the stage, and the girl's like, he goes, Stacy, talk to me.
That was him.
That was him. Because I'm like, that sounds like him. Looked it up, and it was him. And I was like,
I'm gonna have to go back
bro.
and revisit that.
Yeah.
I love that character for that bit part. I love that line. Kind of taught me to shoot my shot. You're never like when you get that chance, right?
Yeah. Like, yeah. Start off as
man, he
Rufio
is
and then
American
become-
Dragon.
Yeah,
Jake
he's
Long.
playing American Dragon, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's done a bunch of voice acting.
Man, we are going on tangents.
We are, right?
Yeah, super.
Is it time to lay into Joker 2 just yet?
Let's do it.
Bring the vibe down.
Yeah, cartoon American Dragon. See?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. I mean, Zuko's always going to be.
Oh yeah, he will forever be Zuko. That's like his character. I think even more potentially even more than Rufio. Obviously he had more longevity as Zuko. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. They had a crush on him since Hook.
Dude, I mean, Rufio was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah,
I mean, he had his riding his little surfboard / skateboard thing, man. That was so
That little
flip it off of
mohawk
it.
kind of thing.
Yeah. He had that awesome
Yeah.
hairdo.
There's
Yeah.
nothing better than Rufio.
Yep. Just talking shit to Peter Pan.
Rufio. Like, dude, he was the leader. Like,
Yeah.
you got the pan.
Yeah.
Come on, he called him out on it.
Yeah.
Still get a little upset to this day about his death.
Dude,
Oh.
Hook deserved
Make
to die.
every little kid cry.
Yeah.
Nah, he didn't deserve to die.
No.
No, I'm sorry,
I thought you
Hook
said-
deserved
Hook.
to die.
Oh yeah, after that, I was like, kill him.
Chop off his hand. I'm like 6 or 7 years old.
Uh-huh.
Kill him. Stab him in the neck. You got the neck. I guess I was 10. That's so bad.
Oh man.
Oh,
man.
it says someone said something about the curse.
What?
There you go. How do you feel about the curse of Bridge Hollow?
Is that the one with Marlon
Yes,
Wayans?
it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, it's fine.
Kelly Rowland and Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, it's a fine Halloween. It's harmless.
Yeah.
If I had to sum it up, I'm probably gonna watch it at some point this month. So I'm fine with it.
I don't think I've seen that one. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's a Netflix. It's a Netflix
like
movie. I think it came
A
out
couple
2
years ago. Yeah.
2 years old,
2022.
roughly. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Lucas's sister from Stranger Things is in it. She's the co-lead.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine. Harmless Halloween season watch. If you like kind of like like some of the Disney original movies like Halloween Town and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's like just like that.
Yeah, I kind of lump it in that same subgenre.
I can see that.
Mhm.
That's what it looks like.
Like
I
Check it
sent a
out.
picture in the Discord, Spoiler King. Got it up.
excuse me. Hope no one heard me burp like that. If you did, I'm sorry. I tried to do it under my breath.
On Spoiler Kings 1. Oh my god. Give that person a ticket. There, we shared it.
He said, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "What happened?"
This is what's in my neighborhood.
Call the police.
Yeah, way too over designed.
No, you shouldn't have anything like that around here.
Absolutely not. And are they parked on the curb? Are they parked on the curb on the sidewalk? What are they doing?
No.
No.
Like here's the curb. This is like
Okay.
yeah, it's just like same.
And don't get me wrong,
but-
She-Hulk is fine.
Oh yeah.
Like, She-Hulk is fine. I have a lot of comic books She-Hulk, but that TV series, nah.
Yeah, too much. That's hilarious. So, is it who did she twerk with? Was it Megan Thee Stallion or
Stallion.
Yeah.
That's they can only listen to that.
Mhm.
Megan Thee Stallion got a lot of music. She does have a lot, so
Yeah. I like Megan Thee Stallion.
Jeez.
Sometimes
That's wild, man.
sometimes Saturday nights I'm in my lonesome after a couple cocktails. I might fire up the old karaoke machine and
really.
Megan Thee
Oh my
Stallion
god.
songs.
Okay, that's why I'm looking back here.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
I'm
the
like,
car
oh,
on
that's
the
like,
other side was the Hulk.
I get the Hulk though,
Mhm.
but because I'm looking back here, I'm like, oh, that's like all greened out. Like, that's funny.
I mean, I don't know.
Is it like a his and hers?
Does it do the bumper jump thing?
The bumper jump thing?
I hope so.
That'd be funny.
So if it doesn't do the car trick thing, I'm disappointed. Oh, Anthony, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild though. I don't know if I would spend money on that. I mean,
why not?
I mean, to get a rap like that?
Yeah. Chill says I can picture you sounding out all the Japanese words on the mix.
That was actually this past Saturday night.
Like he knew. So is that an Autobot? Oh man.
Autobot.
He knew. Oh man. We are so off the rails.
Oh yeah, way off.
Well, I've gotten us through the first hour. Just you take it home, Tank. So we can do some of these reviews.
You want to start off with the good one or the bad one first?
Let's do Joker first.
Let's do Joker first.
Yeah,
Let's get this off.
I think we all collectively have thoughts on this one, right?
It's probably all the same thoughts. All right. The bad one. All right, we'll go with the bad one first then. I didn't even bother making a background for it.
Hey, Mama Bear says, did you guys hear that there's a new Michael Bay film in the works?
Yeah, they say Will Smith might star in it, right?
What?
Oh my God.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think if I'm on the right track, I think I passed by something about that earlier.
Why?
Well, no. Well, he's worked with Michael Bay before with Bad Boys, right? So
yeah.
I don't know. Like Independence Day, number 3 or whatever, 4.
She said it will be a blast. Because you obviously get a blast off. But if you don't like it, you might get slapped.
I was gonna say that's the blast. See, like he slaps something and it like explodes.
Slap her around the world. Even though I talk about that, I would have did the same thing he did. She gave him the look. Yeah, it was time. It was time. Like, bro, look. And you know, the funny thing is the Chris Rock should have also saw the look and knew what was going down. You're stupid to just stand there.
They were in the front row.
You see the look. You know what that look means. Maybe he was divorced too long. And he forgot. He must have forgot what that look means. You better get up and do something. I gotta do something now. There's nothing I can do.
Well, yeah,
I have to get up.
Plus, he like walked towards him like literally like freaking RoboCop. You know,
because he didn't know what he was gonna do. He was walking like, I know I gotta go do something.
Like it's Will Smith. I thought he was gonna go up there and do like a fake punch. You know,
I thought the same.
That's what I thought he was gonna do. They were like grab him, like, oh, hey.
Because originally he was laughing, you know, in the crowd. Like I thought he was just gonna. I think he was taking it in jest until Jada shot him that look.
Exactly, that was the problem. She went. She gave you that Lawrence Fishburne from What's Love Got to Do with It? Look,
yeah.
You look that look, and you like, oh man, I gotta get up and do something, man.
Stop laughing, and it's like shit.
Yeah, like I gotta go. Look, bro, I'm not even mad at you, but I gotta beat your ass. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I thought it was funny, but the rules are the rules, man.
Oh man, yeah, I think even if I were to get physical, which I probably wouldn't have done that. That's only me though. Probably would have waited until later when the cameras were not on me.
Oh no, man. And you know what? If I'm married, you know, it doesn't matter where I am. If my wife gives me a look and she feels like she's been disrespected, and I need to defend her honor because I didn't do it last time. If I didn't do something last time, she's talked to me about it and it's happened again, and she gives me the look, I gotta get up and do something.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm in the middle of a conference. I could be in the middle of Culver's conference, and this dude has disrespected my wife before, and he says something again. I'm going to get up and I'm going to punch him in the face. Just, like, even if I'm not mad, that's just part of it. You know, I've been married for 12 years. If I want to be married a little 12 more, this punch has got to happen. This is the punch for all 12 years, bro. For another 12. This is what it is. Better you than me. This is what it is.
I gotta live with one of you, and you ain't it.
Exactly. My man said the fact that he's divorced, so he didn't understand the look. That was the problem.
Mm-hmm. You
don't understand, man. Sometimes you just gotta take one for the team. It doesn't matter what's right or wrong, or if it's your special night and you're about to get, you know, be one of the few black men to ever win Best Actor in something that you did. It didn't matter. She gave the look. So either you're getting divorced or you're going to slap somebody. That was it. There's only two choices. You know, he made his choice. She said, "Nah, Brian, catch him backstage, not in front of TV, when the front of the whole world to see." Yeah, no. If she gave me the look in front of the world, I gotta do this in front of the world. And Jada could say whatever she wants. Oh, that's not what I wanted. But her eyes, if you look at her eyes, she got some
that's
eyes.
exactly what she wanted. That's exactly what she wanted. Yeah. The look on her face when it cut to her after the slap, she just looked as proud as a peacock. She got exactly what she wanted.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's like it was a look where like do something. You know, so it's like shit.
You got to do something. I was like, all right, look, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing he could have done is grabbed him by the back of his neck and it said, whisper in his ear, "I'm going to kick your ass. And nothing you can do about it. It's going to happen. So you can leave right now." But you know, he's probably afraid of Tony Rock because Tony Rock's a gangster. Mm-hmm. You know, Chris Rock might be 165 pounds, but Tony Rock would go. So, you know, he probably said, "I got to handle it right here." It's just what it is. Yeah. Catch him backstage, down in front of the whole world. Yeah, he said, "I can't text tonight." It said it wasn't Will's. The ghost of Tupac possessed him.
That's the look. She looked at him and like,
and the ghost just came and got him.
It's like,
why am I getting up all of a sudden?
I know.
Will went back to the crowd like, you know, but one side and go Crip walk back to it. I don't know, man. Just said, Brian's wife must be watching. He's not that macho. You'll be surprised. I've done a lot of stupid things in the name of she gave me the look.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone after a doctor.
Okay.
in the middle of we're getting ready to have our second one, and a doctor said something that she felt like challenged her and was totally disrespectful. The dude was totally disrespectful, and I grabbed him by his neck and said, "Don't ever talk to my wife like that again." Yeah, I have no problems.
I believe it. I definitely believe it.
Something you gotta do, especially with doctors, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
she was like, "Come on, man, you should be able to do this. What the hell's wrong with you?"
Yeah,
I was like, "What?" She looked at me like, "Oh, so she's going through." Yeah, it's about to go. It's about to happen to you, bro. She said, "Now Tupac wouldn't let that let this happen."
And Tupac would have gave the look. Chris would have slapped himself.
Tupac would have pulled out a gun. Like, where'd you even get a gun from? What's this happening? Oh man, that's terrible. And all this over Jada.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that to myself,
dude.
Personally, that's just me.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna do all that, you might as well get in real trouble. You should just the whole thing with Margot Robbie. Just making sure that was true. Go full fledged. If you're gonna go that far anyway, you might as well just have something to be upset about. Might as well. She got entangled with Augusta. Whatever his name is. That entanglement. With her son's best friend.
That's
whatever. Up. Forgot. Yeah, that's really that's
August. That's messed up. So, see, that'll be the only time that I wouldn't do the slap.
Yeah,
if all that happened. So, that's just
that one was.
It kind of what evens out.
Mm-hmm. No, you get entangled. Maybe you should go find your entanglement and ask him to come over here, Spider-Man his way back down here and do whatever. Shoot, but then it is what it is. The last thing, say doctors are disrespectful to women. I once went for chest pains, and the doctor said it was my ovaries. I told one of us needs to learn anatomy. I said my chest. Yeah, doctors are arrogant.
Yeah,
but
I mean that alone, but also like giving birth, women like they discount a lot of the stuff they say, and especially black women, especially black women, especially like women of color, like they just like you're like it's bad. It's bad. I mean I've seen a lot of shit. As a student, as nurse, EMT, it was like what, like, so
it was not happening when I'm there.
Yeah, so
I think there was one time when the first time she said she felt something was wrong, and then they found out that something was wrong, and the doctor discounted it, and I wasn't ever going to go for that again. So I was like, look, if she tells me something's wrong, and you better have that conversation. And I had a conversation with the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to her.
Yeah.
Don't you try to pretend this is okay. No.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And then you got 50-50. Once you say that, the doctor can either kind of like find whatever and do whatever they say, or they just push back even harder. And then that's when it's even more annoying. It was like, bro, like stop.
I tell them, call the police. Why? Because I'm about to murder somebody. I need you to come get me. Someone needs to be in this room to stop me from killing this dude. So I'm gonna call. I'm gonna hit the 9 and the 1. I'm gonna hand you the phone. I've done half the work. All you have to do is hit the 1 before you become unconscious. That's all I'm asking. With the whole rails falling off, let's go into this
completely
Joker 2 review.
Yeah, we're getting to that time, right?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's do. We can do this like super quick. You got the synopsis and stuff up?
Man, I don't even want to do that.
I know, right?
Oh man, that was so bad. Yep, we're good.
All right, cool. Let's talk about this crap. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to review the new movie of the weekend, Joker 2. Was that Foilo de Do, whatever the hell?
Folie de.
Yeah. Can you just say like trash can in French or whatever? Like, or piece of crap. Yeah, so we're talking about spoiler, I guess, right? is my feelings for it. So yeah, we're gonna review this. We're gonna talk about we're gonna give our ratings at the end, give our goods, give our bads, a lot of bads, and then hear from you guys in the comments at the end. But before we get into all that, Brian, you got a quick rundown of what this one is about?
Nothing. No. Struggling with his dual identity, failed comedian Arthur Fleck meets the love of his life, Harley Quinn, while incarcerated at Arkham State Hospital. Yeah, that's just basically what happened, guys.
So it picks up shortly after.
Yeah, it's like a couple years after the first one, right?
I feel like, right?
Like a year or two after.
Yeah, I would say like a year or two.
A year.
Yeah. So Brandman, any good that you liked about this one?
Joaquin Phoenix always puts on always turns in a good performance. So that was one of them. I thought overall it was, he didn't slack, and for that matter, neither did Lady Gaga. I think she's a good entertainer overall. Brendan Gleeson is great in everything he's in, so he was a good addition. I liked the set design. It was pretty much in line with the first one, the way that it was shot, the cinematography, that sort of thing. The opening scene, the animated sequence was kind of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good then.
And that's about it.
Yeah. What are you, Brian?
So it ended. That's one good thing. Finally it ended. I was sitting for 2 hours. I was like, man, I'm hoping this does end. I felt like I was being tortured, and then it almost ended, and I thought it was over, and then it had another ending.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is really bad. So one is it ended, but no, Joaquin Phoenix is obviously a great actor. That's not even the question. Even his acting couldn't save this. Even the music was so bad. We're talking about good things. So oh man, no, that I can't. I don't have anything good.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Brandon hit it, man. You know, on the head with the intro was kind of cool. There was one scene in the court where he is Joker and he's talking to Puddles. I thought that was that was probably the best part of the entire movie. That one scene, because it was just like him and then Puddles, which is was the little person from the first one that he let live, that was on stand, testifying against him. That was really the only part of the movie where I felt a lot of tension and a lot of like, is he gonna go off the rails right now? Is he gonna be like full Joker or do something crazy? That was really the only scene where I was like watching, like I'm like, ooh, what's gonna happen? Besides that, I didn't remember too many scenes.
I hear what you're saying, but by the time that happened,
you're already kind of checked out. Yeah. Because that's like the last, like, what, 30 minutes or so left in the movie by the time that happens or so? 45
the last
minutes?
30 minutes.
So by then you're already kind of checked out. But I would say that was one of the better scenes, if not the best scene of the entire movie. So And that was a lot of Joaquin Phoenix, and he kept doing this like Southern gentleman lawyer kind of accent.
Yeah,
He goes, I
accent.
do declare, so it was like it was funny. I was like, that's Joker, being stupid like that,
Yeah.
and making fun of this little person whose name is Puddles. So, yeah, but yeah, then that's pretty much it for me. All right, bad stuff. What you got, Brand Man?
How much time do you have on your hands? All right, so here's my thing. The biggest villain of this movie was Warner Brothers. Because Todd Phillips made it very plain. If you go back and read up on the first one, Todd Phillips made it very plain that that his plan was for this to be a standalone. It was to be a one-off. He had said that on multiple occasions. And Warner Brothers got greedy and they pushed for a sequel. This was a sequel that we did not need. And you could tell that Todd Phillips' heart really wasn't in it. I think it walked back a lot of things that were set up by the first one.
Exactly.
Especially the way that it ended with Arthur Fleck kind of embracing his reputation as the Joker. And they totally walked that back. They didn't run with it in this one when they should have. As a musical, aside from the fact that the musical route was kind of a weird idea, it was one that I was kind of open to, but it was a weird idea. Even as a musical, this failed.
Yeah.
It was just Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga just doing very bad karaoke, more or less. I think that it just, I don't even think the filmmakers were like into or like the screenwriters were too invested. At one point they call Gotham City New York. If anyone caught that.
Oh,
yes.
Really?
I think that did happen. I did see that.
I mean, by then I was probably not paying attention. So
yeah,
no, I was thinking, did you hear that? This is some super animated.
Yeah, it basically rendered everything that the first one set up pointless. It's the very definition of a pointless and just soulless movie. The directors weren't in it. Or I'm sorry, Todd Phillips, the director, he wasn't in it. No one was in this except for Joaquin Phoenix, I think. But even him, I think the line where he's like, "Stop singing, please, just stop singing and just talk, please." That wasn't Arthur Fleck speaking. That wasn't the character. That was Joaquin Phoenix breaking the fourth wall. That was a cry for help from him.
Stop the audience.
Yeah,
that was him wanting out.
Yeah.
That's his third personality.
Yeah, very, very much an unnecessary sequel, and it showed.
Yeah. Okay, what about you, Ryan?
I mean, I did not like anything to do with this movie. I really thought so. Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor, but I felt like obviously the writers did not. They literally undid everything the first movie was about. Which I'm not a huge fan of the first movie. I'm not, but I understood why some people liked it. I understood where we were standing with it and the point of it. I understood that. And the mental health aspect of it, all those things, I understood. And it felt like they just walked all that back to go ahead and get to this sequel part that just didn't make sense and didn't even follow what you're doing from one. So bad story, bad writing, don't care about the original. The musical part was crap. Yeah, I don't mind musicals. I really don't, especially if it makes sense of the story. Yeah. But it was they're literally doing music about a scene that was not. It didn't match up with what was going on.
No,
like there's no rhyme or reason why they were doing stuff, and I really hated watching the movie. I really did not enjoy any of it. It just didn't make any sense. And it's like they did not care. And this is from someone, once again, I did not like the first one. They did not care about any of the stuff that was going on. So I don't know why it was made. I don't know. It didn't seem like anyone cared. And I would say Lady Gaga is still her, you know. She still can sing. But it was only one real good song from her anyway. So I don't know. This is a waste of my time to even talk about. So go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, everything you guys said, I 100% agree with. You know, and by the end, when he's like, "Stop singing," even like Brandman said, I was like, yeah, like I don't know if it was like. So there's a rumor going around that Todd Phillips made this bad on purpose because he doesn't want people to think the Joker was something to admire or like aspire to be. Because after the first one, I guess a lot of people were like, I didn't hear anybody, but like, oh, like Joker was cool, blah blah blah. But I was like, but that's the whole point of the Joker is like people follow him in the comic books. It's not like he's solo, like he has minions and Harley, you know, like so it was like so people do follow him, and you need to tell a story on like how he gets people to follow him, and I thought that was a good story. So this one is like the people are following him, but then it's just like he's not Joker, you know, and it's just everything about it. So I was like, I don't think it was done on purpose to be bad. It was just bad.
Yeah, I think he told the story that he wanted to tell in the first one.
Yeah.
And Warner Brothers was really leaning on him, but at the end of the day, he accepted the paycheck.
Yeah.
I think at that point you should kind of deliver the best quality you can, rather than even though I'm kind of if
the WB know that he was making it bad.
They paid $200 million for it,
man. You know.
I don't think their mind went that far. They just, all their mentality went to was the first one made us a ton of money. Sequel, now do it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's 100%. I feel like at least the higher ups in Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
You know, with Todd Phillips, I don't know what he was thinking about. But yeah, I mean, it's just like you said, unnecessary for me. I think I told you guys this when it first came out. It did something that very few sequels actually can do. It ruins the first one because of what Brian said. You know, it undoes everything that the Joker became at the end of the first one. You know, it undoes it all in this one, and that's what really aggravated me the most. Was like I watched this and I'm like, I can't go back and watch that first one because now you see what he really is. You know, and it kind of like is disappointing. You know. So, super upsetting for me.
Totally.
But yeah, it just, a lot of money. Oh, and then also, I hate, and this is a really thing that a lot of people do when Joker and Harley is a love story. It's not. They're not a love story. They're not a love story. No. The Suicide Squad did it. I hated it. Joker doesn't give a shit about Harley. And I guess technically in this movie, Joker still doesn't give a shit about Harley.
It was right. I don't know what you're talking about.
He wasn't the Joker.
There's almost a role reversal. It felt like to an extent.
Yeah, it was 100%. So, but yeah, that's pretty much my without going to repeating what you guys said. Because I agree with that. But a movie that it ruined the first one.
Yeah, they should have kind of pushed things farther with how the first one ended. And it almost seemed like they were ashamed of the first one.
Yeah. So Mama Beru was like, Gunn is making sure that he lets everyone know he had nothing to do with this. That is the thing. He's like, hey, even before it came out, he's like, I had nothing to do with this.
Yep.
This was all Warner Brothers and Todd Phillips.
Yep.
So
the problem is
James Gunn is walking around.
Warner Brothers might be sold before James Gunn has the opportunity to turn any of this stuff around.
I don't think so.
Don't let Superman do not let Superman not make money.
Yeah.
Then he won't have the opportunity to turn it around.
Yeah.
And this is what this movie is doing. And what Mama Bear said, for the poubelle. Garbage. It's hot garbage, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna call it demerit. That's something. It's like a piece of shit.
That's exactly.
That's what that is like.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it was upsetting to say. And then the ending. I don't want to spoil the ending yet, but it does something that it tries to be clever, and it's I think it pissed me off more than anything else. Like legit pissed me off, so yeah. So anything else you guys can think of?
It's still making money, guys.
Well,
doesn't, so maybe they know Todd Phillips, maybe he knows what he's talking about. Maybe at the end of this, he's gonna be laughing at all of us because he made $500 million. Not $1 billion, but at least $500 million. Maybe that makes sense again.
Yeah. I mean, this movie I don't think was ever gonna make $1 billion again. Because I think the novelty of it, like having a Joker movie, worn off. Because the first one, like you, Brian, you didn't like it because of of all what it was trying to do and the realness of it all and stuff like that. So a lot of people got put off on that. They went to go see the first one. They're not going to go see the second one. So you're going to miss out on that. So that's not going to hit $1 billion. And then it being just a bad movie.
Yeah.
You're not going to get people to rewatch it, but it's going to have a good weekend because you got all this negative talk about it, and people are going to want to go see it for themselves. I'm more curious about the second weekend. How big of a drop is it going to have this second weekend?
Oh man, yeah, I'm waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, because the curiosity's done.
I don't think it's going to be a huge drop. I think that what's going to happen, people are going to go see it because it's bad.
Yeah, but it's like I think like a lot of people wind up canceling their tickets, but I think that's why the curiosity is it gone. Like who's in the second week and been like, you know what, all my friends said it was bad. Let me go check it out. I feel like by then they're like, I'm not gonna waste my time. But that was the opening weekend still.
So it only made $37 million domestically.
Yeah.
But it made $77 million internationally. For over almost $115 million.
Yeah.
So my point is that international numbers might do it again.
Yeah. If this movie wins, it's gonna be because of the international.
Yep.
I think they want to see. They want to see the singing with Lady Gaga and stuff like that, and see what it could be. Because you expect at least good songs, and the songs were crap, like you said. So
yeah, when they announced Lady Gaga was going to be in this, I expected the music to at least be a little more on point. But no, they just, they did her a disservice. Like a star and an entertainer of her caliber, and she did what she could. But it's not often I see a musical that's so ashamed of being a musical. But
that's true.
Here we are. It was just these little half-ass karaoke covers of they didn't if you're gonna do a musical, you really have to go all in that genre, and it seemed like they were ashamed of what they were.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, supposedly Todd Phillips went to some like cabin in the woods opening weekend to avoid anybody.
He had to self-isolate.
Yeah. So I was like,
people didn't
go to self-exile.
You didn't go see. He could be in the middle of Chicago, and no one would have known it.
No one would know. All right, let's finish this one up, and then we'll get into all your comments. Cause I see some interesting comments. Let me bring this up. There we go. Now, later, never. Now means you go run and watch it right now. Later means you can wait till it's at home streaming, and never means you can just skip it. Not worth your time. Brandman, what are you giving this one?
This can be a never, especially for fans of the first movie. You know, granted, I was kind of weirded out on surface level with the direction they were going with the first movie, with this being a completely different character, and you know, like, but there were a lot of things about the first one that I liked, and I kind of respect the fact that Todd Phillips wanted it to be a standalone. I think that you know, it was well acted. I liked a lot that the first one did. You can kind of, this one, you could just pretend like it doesn't exist, because hell, the filmmakers kind of invalidated everything that was set up in the first movie. So you can just pretend like this doesn't exist. This is something that does not have to be watched. Making it a musical was kind of a goofy idea. It walked back on a lot of things that were done in just about everything. You could tell no one really cared. This was just all a result of Warner Brothers being greedy, and it showed.
Yeah.
So yeah, never pretend like this doesn't exist.
Why are you, Brian?
What exists? I don't know what you're talking about.
Like what movie?
I didn't see the movie, and I'm not going to see it again. I mean, I did, but I don't see the movie. That's what I'm saying. Don't waste your time. I told Brandman yesterday or Thursday.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time watching it.
Yep. I would have skipped this movie and saw Transformers 1 again if it weren't for the group. I couldn't let you guys go down on this ship alone.
So,
you know,
company.
So I'm a little disappointed that I used one of my movies to watch the movie on my AMC Pass.
When you're A-list,
my A-list, I get 3 movies a week, and I'm disappointed in myself for watching this as one of the 3.
Same.
But I am happy that I didn't waste popcorn, because this is just not worth it. It was not worth it. But I'm just sad. I'm actually sad because I was hoping that it would gave me something that made me like the first one even more. That's what I thought we were going to get. A continuation, the same type of feelings, and even something winning that kind of puts it into being the Joker, really. And I never really got the Joker part. And it was just a miss. It's a miss. And I wish that they did better. So
yeah, heck, like the recurring line in the movie is there is no Joker.
There is no Joker. Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, never for me.
Never. Yeah. And I mean, obviously, never for me as well. The one thing that I find upsetting that a lot of people are complaining that this is like, oh, it's a musical, therefore it sucks. The musical part of it wasn't being the issue, you know, like it was an interesting idea, like Brandman said, but it failed at being a good musical. You know, it failed at being a good musical. It failed at being a good sequel. It failed at being a good comic book movie. You know, then it just as a good, interesting movie, I think it just failed. You know,
it just unfortunately fell flat
on everything, even all the music. I think I said it last week. All the music is flat except for that one. I think one of you guys said the
Lady Gaga song.
Yeah, where it was really like big and Lady Gaga-esque, you know. But all the rest were very flat and like soft spoken and not fun or even interesting, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. With a horrible ending. It's so bad. I hated the endings. But yeah.
The ending was trash.
The issue is not it being a musical. You know, if there's people out here that they're like, oh, it's a musical, it sucks. I was like, then they don't like musicals, you know,
It
which
had
is
nothing
fine.
to do. The music
But
part,
it had
it
nothing
didn't
to do.
fit. I would say that I feel like that the music they were singing
It was
didn't fit
shoehorned.
most of the time. It was
Yeah.
shoehorned in. It was like someone came up with the idea afterwards, and then they
Yeah.
just made it happen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Like they
that
got
just
Lady
makes sense.
Gaga, and then they were like, "Oh, let's
We
put
should
music in
use
it."
her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because she's in my opinion, I think she's a very good actor.
I think she's a good actress too. You know,
Yeah.
A Star Is Born. I loved her in that. Like I loved her in the season of American Horror Story she was in. I think she's just a great entertainer all around.
Mhm.
And I think that she even did, she did as she did best she could with what she had in this case. I've seen a lot of people saying that she was the problem, she ruined the movie. She did not.
No, the movie ruined itself.
The movie
The
ruined
script
itself.
ruined the movie.
No,
Yeah.
no. I think she and Phoenix were putting in 150%.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
you can feel that.
you don't hire a star and an entertainer of her caliber and then do her a big disservice by giving her so minimal to work with, especially with the musical element. Because when they announced her, I think when they announced that Lady Gaga was going to be Harley, I think around the same time that's when they announced it was going to be a musical. So I'm like, all right, cool. There's this could be fun, especially with her.
Yeah.
And they could give her a lot to chew on. But
Mhm.
they just wasted her, which was one of the many biggest crimes this movie committed.
Yeah. So here we'll finish. We already talked a little bit about the box office. But here's the Rotten Tomatoes. So the tomato meter, which is the critics, 290 reviews as of right now, 33%. Right? Not surprising. And then the audience, which is now the popcorn meter, but the verified audience, 2,500 plus, 31%. So they're both like at the same level of this is trash.
Eviscerating it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just comparing that to the pretty solid,
the first one.
Yeah, the solid response that the first one got.
Yeah.
And now look where we are.
Yeah, the first one got 68 from the critics and 89 from the audience. So, but yep, that's oh man, that was this movie. But we'll see, man. We'll see where it ends and what happens with it. Joaquin, I believe this is Joaquin's first sequel he's ever did. I could be wrong, but I think it's his first one. Yeah. So
because he's not big into franchises, that's why he turned down the role of Doctor Strange.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think after this he'll probably
stick to his guns.
That's why I have my rules. You made me break my only rule.
That's what happens when you make sequels.
Yeah. Yeah. But unless you guys got anything else,
that's about it on my end.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna catch up on my Letterboxd, and I'm going to put this as a 1.5 stars.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna give it the lowest possible on my Letterboxd as well.
Yeah. To me, it wasn't as bad as like something as Madam Web. I thought Madam Web was worse, but this one I think broke my heart more. I was expecting trash from Madam Web. I was expecting interesting ride at the very least with Joker, and I didn't get that. So, but it's about 1.5. I think it's already on my Letterboxd, and I put it at 1.5, which makes it at the bottom 4. I think bottom 3, somewhere around there for me. So, but. And then if you want to check us out on Letterboxd, all our links are in the description. Go check us out there. And then we're friends with a bunch of other movie tubers, so you can connect through them too. But cool. That's our thoughts on this Joker 2 movie. Very disappointing from everybody. And it's not just like a one group of people, it's everybody. Yeah. Everybody, critics, audience, everybody. So just not liking it, but yeah. So we'll finish off with this. He goes, so you guys are saying that Joker 2 is a fart in a crowded elevator? That might have sounded better.
100%. That's what it is. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But cool. So if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about Joker 2. Do you like, maybe you liked it? I don't know. There are some people that are saying they like it. But give us your thoughts on it. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come and join us live every Monday and Thursday. We do movie reviews like this, talk about TV shows, trailer reactions, and a bunch of other nerdy stuff. So definitely come and hang out with us. But if you are watching live, stick around, because we're going to get into all the comments right now. All right. I know some of the comments are pretty good. So this is all from Chill. The only one who went gaga for Joker 2 was the casting director.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh, man. Just we didn't even talk about like her lying. So like, was she pregnant? Because I thought that's what was gonna happen. I'm like, I
had a feeling
Joker, the real Joker, is gonna be the kid. But I'm like, was she lying or not lying? Because I feel like, I don't know. What do you think?
I think she was lying.
Yeah.
Whatever I had to say to get where I want to.
Yeah,
pretty much.
She was an obsessed fangirl, so she was saying pretty much anything that she assumed that he wanted to hear.
Mm-hmm.
She was a groupie.
She was.
So Kevin Davis said, where are the excuses now that Joker 2 didn't have no woke agenda, is still bombed? Who's laughing now? Yeah.
Well, one common one that I've been hearing is you just didn't understand it.
And no one does. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, with the Joker, you could do like the musical thing would have been interesting, because he's crazy, legit crazy. So, you could have done stuff like that. You could have had the explosion. And was I the only one waiting for like the Kool-Aid Man to like walk in?
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just this kidnaps Joker. He's like, I'm gonna save you from this movie. Runs off into the dust. But I thought that was like interesting that they didn't do anything with, was like Arthur is being saved by the Joker, like this guy dressed up as the Joker. It was like you could have had something interesting there, and like nothing. Like the symbolism there was interesting. It was like, what?
It's like, what exactly?
Yeah. He got that check and was like, okay,
I'm out
later. Yep. Mom said, watch the Hollywood Suicide Squad parody. It's shorter. Okay, check that out. Better not be like a XXX movie or something. That's what I'm getting like off the bat. I feel like. It said she said I didn't like the first one either.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you didn't like the first one, you're really not gonna like this one. And I was trying to explain to somebody, like, I'm like, how it ruined the first one. They're like, no, it didn't. I was like, the way it deconstructs Joker and Arthur to a point where like he wasn't Joker, So it's like if he wasn't Joker in this film, then he wasn't Joker in that film. So then what's the point of it all?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Kevin said, David Zaslav Endgame is a sell-off Warner Brothers. I don't think it is, though. I don't think it is. I think he wants to make Warner Brothers profitable, which is damn near impossible with all the debt they have.
It's definitely impossible. So
yeah. Well, I mean, that's why he was selling so much shit off and tax write-off stuff and stuff. But if he wanted to sell it, I don't think he would have brought on like what's his name? Tom Cruise. He brought Tom Cruise in onto the lot,
because he has what, like a 3-5 picture deal with them?
I think more.
Is it more than 5? I thought it was 5.
I think it's more. It's more because I think it's his production company is like on the lot of Warner Brothers now or whatever. Or so, yeah. But we'll see, man. We'll see. He might have been like, you know what, this might be too much, and be gone with it. James Gunn isn't going to turn things around with the DC Studios. I hope so.
I hope he does.
I want to see good movies.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
Yeah. Still doing better than Megaflopolis. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that movie, it had bad marketing. I mean, yeah. Bad marketing and no one like of a newer generation know who Francis Ford Coppola really is. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it was doomed to fail, I think.
Yeah. And then Kevin is saying total prediction is 300 to 400 million. I could see that. International, though, I can see that being, because of international, it gets that high. I can see that. Just Beetlejuice is better Joker than Arthur Fleck Joker.
You're not wrong at all.
Yeah. Well, that is super true. And also, he was Joker. No, Michael Keaton was Batman in the first Batman.
Yeah, Batman 89.
89. Yeah. That's crazy to say it's not worth the popcorn. Yeah. There is no spoon. Oop, wrong movie. Yeah, it dropped. So it was at 39 and then it keeps dropping. It was at 35 or 6 or something like that on Thursday when I last looked at it. So there you go. Joker Folly in the toilet. Exactly. You can search that, look at the Hillywood. Oh, she goes. Hillywood are two sisters that parody songs to popular shows and movies. Okay. I'll check that one out. It's over on YouTube. But yeah, man, this was it was so.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Hillywood.
Yeah, Hillywood.
Yeah, check that out for sure.
Yeah. But man, the way that, so I found out today supposedly that Christopher Nolan, the original end, or the ending is what Todd Phillips wanted to do, right? He wanted, I believe, this Joker to like make the scars in his mouth, and you're like, oh, he becomes Heath Ledger Joker, right? And supposedly Christopher Nolan shot that down when he was still part of the WB, group and stuff. I believe he left. I forgot what company Nolan's with now. But now that he was gone, they were able to kind of like, yeah, fuck you, we're gonna do it. And then supposedly that's what, he went back and did it. He just changed it to a legit nobody that was in the background for most of the movie. When he did that, when he stabbed him, I was like, okay, cool, that's stupid, but then he sits on there and then he's like, you see him in the background all blurred out, cutting up, and then he starts doing the laugh. I was like, fuck you. I was so mad, dude. I was like so mad. I was like, yeah, it was like a slap in the face to like the first movie and to like Heath Ledger, I was like, no, don't tie it together. One, it makes no sense, why you would even do that. So
Heath Ledger.
Yeah. So, but how do you go from a horrible Batman spinoff villain to an amazing Batman spinoff?
Exactly. Now let's go to that, to this unbelievable show that that I don't know, somehow Anzo just does not like. He thinks it's terrible.
Mhm.
And I'm loving his direction. I'm loving
It's
everything he's
so
doing.
good.
Yeah. I forgot it's even a freaking Batman spinoff.
Yeah.
Anzo, if you're still watching, watch it and don't even think it's part of the Batman universe.
Mhm.
Just
But you
think of it as a
can't.
mob show.
But you
100.
can't. No, not this episode.
Not this episode. This episode is like kind of hard to do.
It's
Mhm.
all
Yeah.
about, it's the reaction of what happened to that in that movie. Like
Yeah.
when realizing
Yeah.
that, this is a whole huge city, and there are a lot of people that had to deal with the consequences of what happened that day.
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah.
I think what I'm liking about this universe in particular, like this version of Batman, is like I've said many times. I not only I enjoy the world building aspect of it, but not only that, I like that they're branching out and showing things from the perspective of other characters other than just Bruce Wayne. I don't think we've really seen too much of that in live action, especially not to this much an extent. I'm actively rooting for the character of Oz.
Yeah, but remember, he's not a good guy.
He's not a
Yeah.
good
That's
guy,
what you have to do.
but he's an engaging bad guy.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
You
there's
say
only
that,
one
and then you won't
character.
remember.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying there's only one character I'm actually rooting for, and it's Vic.
Yeah.
Victor is the only one I'm rooting
Exactly.
for, and I know Oz is gonna screw him over, and I don't know if he kills him or not, but he's gonna screw him over really, really bad.
Yeah,
and it's gonna
something.
be really
Vic is
upsetting.
going to end up taking the hit for everything. He's going to go to
I
jail
think so.
for
I think
everything.
so. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because like in this episode, it already showed like that the Penguin doesn't care. He'll throw
Well,
you under the bus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like leaving
Sophia.
Sophia at the end.
Well, no, even before that, like he's the
Wait,
one that
are
ratted
we
her out.
talking about this now, or are we?
Yeah, we're already into it. I figured we'll just jump right into it.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't
We
know.
didn't even
Like,
do
I'm
the
like,
intro, but it's all good. We'll just keep going because
Okay.
we're already discussing it.
In for a penny, in for a pound, right?
Might as well, right? I mean, but that's how good the show is. It's like as soon as you start talking about it, it's just like
Mhm.
it engulfs you. It's just like, man, like everything, especially this episode, because it was a very heavy Victor episode, and I also feel like Sophia was still like
Sophia is still very important in this whole thing,
Mhm.
and understanding what happened and then how Oz totally just screwed her over.
Yeah,
Set her up 100%.
sure.
That was
They went
so
with the male
cold-blooded.
penguin. Bold choice.
It went with a male penguin. Bold choice. Let's see how it works out for him, Cotton.
Yeah, but he's the ultimate rat,
Mhm.
and he gets called out on it, so it's so, but even like this episode being really about Vic, I feel the first one was about Penguin, the second one was it the second one, or last week was big into
More
Sophia,
Sophia.
and then this one was like setting up Vic, you do got PTSD, which I don't blame him.
I think this was half and half of Vic and Sophia, because so I've been interested in Vic since the first episode. I thought that was a very interesting character, and now we get to see him behind his life, the reason why how he got here. Understand you connected with him so immediately, seeing his family, seeing how the his life that he was living beforehand, that he was a good kid overall, coming from a good family, half Dominican, half Mexican family, which is crazy because you don't see that. But but seeing those things and knowing that he had a girlfriend, he had a life, had a sister,
Mhm.
Making good decisions and all those things, growing up and coming from a hard-working family.
Yeah.
Dad's mechanic, kind of gave us more clarity into this character. And I thought that was a huge part of this episode. And then seeing the flood hit his apartment and seeing his parents die like almost immediately.
Yeah, that was rough.
Crazy. After seeing the joy between them and him having to watch it how
Yeah.
you said PTSD. That's exactly what it is. I mean, but this is what a show should do. If you're based on a movie, you should see it from the character's point of view.
Mhm.
This tragedy that happens and made you really understand how big this tragedy was, how these explosions weren't expected. You know, this was just something that happened and it ruined his life.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then so even with that, and then the idea that Oz was going to let him go.
Yeah, he was free.
Vic could have left and went with his girlfriend and went to California and tried to make it there and been happy or whatever, been safe, been the person he wanted to. And you saw in the car him contemplating that and then realizing that he's not a victim and that he's making his own choices. You saw him look at her and make his own choice that I'm staying here. I'm choosing to be here now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of what Brandman just said, in for a penny, in for a pound. You know, and I think that's what's happening to his life. And that's why I thought this episode was so huge for Vic specifically. So I'll stop talking now.
No, man, no, you're like right on point with it, you know. Because then he goes even full on in, you know, where he's like, then because he had made a choice to not do something, with his girlfriend, and lets her leave. But then he pulls up and he stares at them and he's like, oh shit. But now he knows he's in it. So he's like, I gotta do something, and that was wild, man. Like, I didn't expect him to do he's willing to go that far for Penguin. But even before that, what do you guys think about with that? They had their argument in the bathroom, right? And then it really seemed like a breakup almost, right? Right. It was like a relationship, where Penguin is like, oh, you're breaking my heart. Like, go leave me. Go do that. I don't want you here anymore anyway, So it felt like his heart got broken almost, and it was really well done when it came to that,
I don't know how you felt about this, B, but I felt like we saw Oz's humanity, like
exactly
a human connection to specifically Vic. So we saw Vic, right? That he felt like he was something like himself. We didn't know how much like himself until this episode that he was Sophia's driver the exact same way, and that because I'm more than what they're making me do or making me seem like I am, and I'm going to force myself to be that, and that's why he was projecting that onto Vic. But now Vic has chosen to be that thing. That's huge.
Yeah, that's like Oz kind of, like you said, kind of showed that side of himself, and there were times where I kind of wonder if he was being sincere, especially in the scene, in the bathroom scene with Victor, or was he kind of manipulating or gaslighting him to see if he would stay around? Like I said, that's why I find myself really, really engaged by the character.
Yeah.
So kind of because he is very much a he's working any angle he can, because really all he ultimately cares about is power, being the top dog in Gotham. So it kind of keeps you guessing, like,
but I think
what's sincere and what's not.
I think so. I think because he doesn't see Vic as another person, he's looking at Vic. He sees him as himself. So he could be that selfish and still care about Vic, because he's really saying, I care about me.
Yeah. So if I do good, you do good, so yeah.
Well, no, he sees Vic as himself. This is how I wanted someone to treat me. So I'm going to do this because this is my reflection of how I wanted it to be. So he's giving Vic the opportunity that he wanted to have.
Yeah.
So he's really doing it for himself, to make himself feel up good. So that emotional connection they have is real, but it's not really about Vic. It's about Penguin. It's about Oz. Oz having that connection with Oz, and Oz still looking out for Oz, even when he's using Vic to be that person.
Yeah,
You know, but it's still about him.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you're spot on with it. Like, you know, but then I know something's gonna happen, and it's he's gonna betray him. He's gonna betray him because then he's gonna realize that he goes, now I gotta pick, you know, you or me. You know what I mean?
I'm always gonna pick me.
Yeah, but even then, you know, like that's still a good comparison because it's gonna be like you're the young version of me and I'm the me now, you know. So it's like, yeah, you know, I'm always gonna pick me now than what I was back then, kind of thing.
And then he always rationalizes it and says, I expect you could bounce back. You're young, you could bounce back. If you're like me, you'll figure your way out of this.
Yeah. And you know what? I never noticed he says that a lot. He goes, "Oh, when I was there, I did this, and when I was in your position, I did that." It's constantly. It's always I did this when I was doing what you were doing, kind of thing.
So he sees him as himself, and that's interesting.
Yeah.
And the idea of Vic having these two, he has two devils, right? So he has an angel, his father Ramon, right? And then he has Vic as the other father figure, and he's fighting that duality. Who do I want to be? Like my father, who never got what he deserved, or Vic, who takes what he deserves? I'm not Vic, or Oz, who takes what he deserves. And at that bus stop, he decided I wanted to be more like Oz because I want to take what I deserve.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. And like he's getting so much better with being like on his quick, you know, like he got like it wasn't pulled over, but the cops came in with the parking thing. Yeah,
he had all those drugs on him.
Yeah, well, but he didn't, you know, luckily the cop didn't know, but it's like he sees the money, you know, and like he paused for a second. I'm like, what was he gonna do? What's he gonna say? You know, and he's like, what money? I was like, that's good.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was really good.
I didn't even see that coming. Yeah. Yeah.
You got it.
You know, and then the cop was like, all right, get out of here. You know, damn it, corrupt cops. So but even when he's telling him the story, like Penguin's all like hyped, you know, it's like, then what happened? Then what happened?
You did what? Like
he was so proud.
Yeah, it was almost like this is what I would do in this situation.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you stepping up and doing what I would have done.
Yeah.
Figured a way out.
Yeah. So Bob Bayer said it's watchable for something with Colin Farrell. So I guess you don't like him.
But, you know, I've come to like Colin Farrell more and more in recent years. I think over the past 10 or 12 years, I've just really come to respect him more as an actor. Probably even longer before that. I think ever since In Bruges, I've just liked him more and more.
Yeah, and it's so hard. He's so unrecognizable in this show. He really, really, really is. It's really hard.
He's like, and even without the prosthetics, he's just completely immersed himself in the role. The prosthetics, you know, like I'm not seeing Colin Farrell. I'm seeing the Penguin, which is awesome.
Like it's an actual person kind of thing.
Yeah.
He does the walk really good. The accent, like the really shitty like New York,
like the New York, like Italian wise guy accent.
Yeah.
You know, I really like the angle he's gone with the character, and he really makes it his own. I'd watch. I know this is going to be a one-off season, but I'd watch more than one. I really like Kristen Milioti on the show too. I think you know, for all the comedy that she's done in the past, she's just as scary and convincingly unpredictable as she is funny in all of her comedy content that she's done in the past.
It's funny though, because like her eyes, she's this huge, wide-eyed doe, like, you know, very still pretty, very, very innocent looking, but knowing that she's crazy on the other end, and now even realize now that it's kind of manufactured. It's not
Yeah.
that it's not anything that really happened, but we see it because that's where they make us believe.
Yep.
So I mean, that's the whole other side of the show was about Sophia today. I mean, in Penguin. So it's almost like there are two parallel ships, like, you know, going somewhere. And in this episode, really start to see how their relationship has always intersected, and you know, seeing what happened between them, and then her asking those questions like, so do you feel sad? Do you have any remorse or any of that stuff? And once again, I feel like Oz, his emotional, I don't think he was playing her. I don't think you can come up with those type of emotions unless you really felt that way. Like, yes, I know I used you. Yes, I do. Would I go back and do it? Probably not. I probably still do it, but I had to. But I did not. Do I regret it? Yes, I do regret it, but I'll still do it. Like, he was very honest in the way he said it, and because he was honest, I feel like she believed him. But it seems like there's still something else there.
Yeah, she knows, because she knows what he did.
Yep.
You know, I don't know how she knows, but she knows. You know?
I don't know if she knows that, or does she have feelings for him?
I don't think
she does.
I don't
maybe
know.
maybe
Because it's little things like, so like when the Penguin's girlfriend was there, you know, the way she looked at her, she followed her a little bit, and the camera showed her doing that. Didn't say anything that she had those things, but the way the camera followed her was like giving us, you know, foreshadowing that she will have that issue with her. She will kill her in future episodes because of it. You know, not just because of anything, but because of the
perp.
What's up, perp?
Perp.
But just the feeling that they're having. They have a connection, and I think that we're gonna find out that the connection of him being her driver was more than that. Not necessarily boyfriend, girlfriend, romantic, but just there was a specific connection between them that's what made the betrayal even worse.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we find this out in episode 5. Not 4, but 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the next episode is gonna be a lot of the fallout of what happened at the end of this episode. So but yeah. So Sophia was, I think, really, she's like Brandman said, she's so freaking good, you know, in this one. You know, from all the comedies to now doing this, it's great. I think I put something on Threads where, like, there's a picture of her in like a really like silver dress that's like high cut on the leg and stuff. And it was a poster for the show, and I put like, it was like, oh, I can fix her, you know, like you know, so what, because, like, you know, she's like you said, very wide-eyed, kind of like innocent looking, but she has that reputation of being the hangman. And I love this episode is like I'm not that person, you know, but yet when she gets the opportunity to like use it to make people afraid, like she'll grab the handful of pasta and look like a crazy person, you know. So it's like she knows what her reputation holds, and she takes advantage of it, you know. Same thing like Penguin knows he's a rat, you know, like, and he knows everyone knows he's a rat, you know, so he takes advantage of that.
But it's almost like they're the same, two different sides of the same coin. They're doing the same thing. I mean, even the idea that this whole Bliss idea came from what they gave them in Arkham, right? And then the story she told was a sealer, you know. The honesty really sells, makes you believe that this is really going to work out. And I think that's what's going to carry her a long way. So this episode was just really just on so many layers of things. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a good episode. Like it keeps getting better, you know. It really does, you know. There's some parts where I'm like, maybe a little bored, but for the most part, like, it's still like really good, you know. especially this episode. Like all the dialogue, all the interactions between her and was it Vic, not Vic, Vivi, whatever the fuck his name is.
Vidi,
Johnny Vidi.
Yeah,
So
you know
that
when
Johnny
he,
Vidi thing. That he sent that I sent an old girl to go have sex with him.
Yeah, to go
catch him in the act.
I
was like,
but even like when he was talking to Sophia, he goes, "Oh, when he says go to Italy, you better be on a plane." And then he said something like, "You either be on that plane to Italy, or I'm gonna tell everyone you're at Italy." I was like, that's a good line. It's like I'm really liking these like cliche gangster mob kind of things. It's like they're going on in it.
Yeah, it's definitely stuff that you associate with the genre. But yeah, I like the I like how grounded it feels. Dare I say, like the Matt Reeves take on Batman feels a little bit more grounded than the Nolan verse.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I like how it makes me wonder where they're going to go further besides just the Batman sequel. Are they going to do spin-offs with other characters like they're kind of rumored to be doing? Just like how far are they going to expand this universe?
Depends on how much money they're going to spend on it. But my question is, so when Michael Kelly is doing Johnny Vidi, it wasn't Johnny Vidi, and he wasn't in the Batman, was he?
He was not.
He was in Man of Steel.
Was he?
I feel like he was in Man of Steel.
Wait, I know who you're thinking about. You're thinking about the military general, right?
No, I thought he was the gangster in Man of Steel. I gotta look it up. I might be making this up.
Which gangster in Man of Steel?
I think I might be making this up. But I thought that he was Johnny Vidi in Man of Steel too.
That would be interesting. No, well, because they're two different
worlds. So it's not the same world.
Yeah. I don't remember that character in. No, he worked at the he worked at
he worked at the reporter, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that was what it was in
yeah,
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. It's hard because he that actor has that like kind of face where you're like, I've seen you before, but I don't remember in what. Yeah, but yeah, he yeah. I'm trying to look at
because I know he's in
Michael Kelly. Is he in Man of Steel?
He was in Man of Steel. The actor definitely showed up in Man of Steel.
Yeah.
He's definitely in Man of Steel. I just don't know who he is in Man of Steel.
He was Steve Lombard.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That's a good catch. I don't remember him in Man of Steel. Also, I don't really watch Man of Steel that often.
I get it.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm really digging this. It's said sounds like King the Conqueror, but good, but done well,
and not being by ants.
Yeah, this version gets by bats, by a bat. But yeah, this episode from beginning to end was top notch.
So what do you think is going to happen for the fact that Penguin left Sophia there?
Oh, yeah.
And did they explain everything to Sophia that you've been playing both families? Does she now know that he's been playing both families? Because they went away. We don't know what she said. What the lady said. We don't know what was said specifically by her about their relationship.
Yeah. What was it? The other mob family?
Yeah.
I can't think of their name. I think for me, I think they're gonna the Maroni.
Maroney.
The Maronis, yeah.
I think her and Sophia are gonna get to talking, and it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good for anybody. I feel like, especially Penguin. Penguin's just gonna get found out, and I think he's gonna throw a wrench in the gear.
Be in a world of shit.
Yeah, because I think at one point it needs to turn to where he's not trying to outsmart everyone. It's gonna turn into, how do I kill everybody so I can become in charge? And I wonder if that's what the turning point for Vic. So I don't know.
I just thought that was a bad move. If what's called Maroney, Nadia Maroney, if she did not tell them the whole thing about Penguin, he should have grabbed Sophia too, and now she'd definitely be eating out his pocket, because she finally let her guard down with him. Right? Yeah. That was the whole thing. Like, she got to keep her guard up. Finally lets her guard down, and then he leaves her.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think that's a huge situation in their relationship. And where does it go from here? Did he just do all this work, all this legwork to get to a certain place and then lose it by not grabbing her too?
I feel like he can still get around it. He's like, I told him not to go, and he just went, or like, things just happened. I thought you were dead. Like shit like that. I feel like he's good on his feet, so I feel like he'll figure out something to say. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting though, like the way it ended with Vic and with Penguin. I'm really curious to see what happens next. It just keeps getting more and more intense.
Because without Bliss, I mean, Bliss is the game changer.
I think the drugs are just like ends to the means to an end. Like, yeah, you're talking about drugs. You want to do this drug? We're doing this drug. Blah blah blah. All it means is, like, how is Penguin gonna
gaining
screw
more
everyone
power
over to get the power? Yeah,
but that's the point. Like, how does he get the power? The only way he can do is he's in control of the drug, the sale of the drugs.
Yeah.
If he now knows how to make it, and he's in control of the sale of it, then he can run it.
Yeah.
And that power could be used for other families fighting for it to kill off, the Maronis, whatever, all of them. Just kill them all off, so you don't have to worry about what's happening, who's next. Everyone could be dead.
Yeah. I do think the show ends with the mob families being done and Joker being the guy. He's like the guy now. Because they already hinted at it. Like, oh, you're not even a made man, or whatever mob thing they call it. So
by the end of this, I feel like he's going to be exactly that.
Yeah, he's gonna be the
Joker
guy.
Or Penguin?
Penguin. Sorry, I say Joker. Keep saying Joker.
Yeah.
Damn movie burned in my head. I want to forget about it. But man, you guys got anything else?
It's mostly it on my end.
It's all about these relationships and seeing these relationships change, and how the manipulation of this stuff, how it works. Because, like, what if Oz tries to do something to Vic, and then Sophia saves Vic, and now Sophia and Vic versus Oz, and guess what Vic knows? Everything.
Everything. Yeah.
The main
brother. He also knows where Oz's mother is staying.
Oh yeah.
Just saying, this could take a wild turn, and none of us will see it coming.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it, man. I think it's gonna be a good, like, the ending is gonna be like, oh shit, what happened? Yeah. So it's gearing up for it, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. But yeah, cool. That's our thoughts for Penguin. We're really liking this show. It's really well done. It's a lot of fun. Even if you're not a fan of the Batman, I think if you just watch this as like a mob kind of show, you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of it. That's what HBO does, right? They do mob shows. But yeah, so that's our thoughts. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about this episode so far. Make sure you hit that like button too, hit that subscribe button, and join us live every Monday when we talk about the Penguin. Plus on Thursdays when we talk about a bunch of other nerdy stuff and TV shows and movies, all that fun stuff. So appreciate all you guys coming in, checking us out on the replay. But if you are live, stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. Oh, crap. Oh. Man, I don't know what the hell. As soon as I came down here, my nose just got like stuffy. Like I cannot breathe through my nose. Like as soon as I came down here. My bad. I did not mean to do that. Oh man. Sorry, midnight.
Yep.
There are a few trailers I'm gonna watch. Probably watch it on Thursday, maybe. I know we want to do our get together with friends of the show and stuff like that. So maybe we'll talk offline and try to figure things out.
Okay.
With something like that.
Don't be surprised, guys, if you're watching the show, if you get a message from Spoiler Kings. Just letting you know,
day or so.
heads up, you know, in the next couple of days, you might get a message. So just be ready, be aware.
Yeah. So I do want to do something for Halloween. I know we were talking about doing like just a few movie reviews. I mean, we still could, but I figured maybe we'll just do like a Halloween episode, you know. So we'll see. Might do something like that. But yeah, I got nothing else, man. I'm done for a night.
Pretty much.
I cannot breathe through my fucking nose. It's so annoying.
Oh man, it is that allergy season.
As soon as I came down in my basement, I don't know if it was like what I mean, and I cleaned the basement the other day, so it shouldn't be bad. So it just hit me. But yeah. There was there's one trailer with Quaid.
Jack Quaid.
Companion. That looked wild.
That looks crazy. I have no idea what's going on, but I like that.
For a teaser trailer.
I know I have no idea what's going on with it.
Yeah. So
but I will see it.
Yeah. So we'll check out some trailers on Thursday. Talk about Agatha, obviously, and then waiting on some more movie news.
Okay.
Craziness.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the Green Lantern announcement.
It should be already happened, yeah.
Yeah, it should be coming pretty soon, I think. So but cool. Where am I at? Appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. It's definitely Azure season, yeah. And my girlfriend's like dying upstairs. She's like, forgot to take my whatever nose spray.
Oh no.
Yeah, so she hates it. Usually I'm not bad with allergies, so that's why whenever I get like a stuffy nose like this, it sucks.
Yeah, thankfully mine have only been here and there so far.
Yeah, the pumpkin time. Yeah,
it's definitely pumpkin time.
I haven't got one yet. I need to go pick one up. Well, last year when I got one, fucking squirrels ate it like the next day.
What?
It was like they went through it so fast. I was so pissed, man. Somebody said put hairspray on it. Yeah, I know. Somebody said put hairspray on it. Somebody said put in like a bleach, a water bleach bath to kind of keep them away. But they ate that shit so quick, man. I was so pissed. Who's got? But yeah, appreciate Chill. Make sure you go check out Chillmonger on his channel. Talks about a bunch of like awesome stuff. He's doing the Storm stuff right now. So definitely go check out Chillmonger. I know Mama Bear. She pops up on a few channels. So make sure you follow her too. Go check her out on some of her is it Mondays or Thursdays when you go do the other show?
No, on Tuesday this time.
Tuesday? Okay. So Profess was in the house. Sheed was in here hanging out with us. Anthony, always appreciate Anthony coming in. Oh, man. Now Anza was in here. Oh, Lauren, I'm sorry if we missed you. I just saw this right now. So
Yeah, I
this is the
saw. I
first-
put up the Patch Adams on the
Oh, did you?
Awakens. Yeah.
Okay. So, but yep, Tony, Anzo, T, so cool. But we will see you guys on Thursday. Appreciate all you guys. Have a fun rest of the beginning of the week. Don't waste your time with Joker.
Nope.
Please don't, for the love of Christ, don't.
Yeah, go watch something else. But cool. We will see you guys on Thursday. Later.
All right. See you guys.
Sorry, hold on. There we go.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.